Prevention, not prisons. Jobs, not jails. Prevention, not prisons. Jobs, not jails.
Harper putting this through is absolutely the wrong direction that we should be going in. That money is going to be lost. It's going to cost millions and millions and millions of dollars. That money should be going back into the public system to build strong communities and strong networks of public health, public education, anti-poverty. That is what is going to give people their best chance so that they won't even have to enter the prison system at all.
I was the Crown Attorney in Guelph for about 20 years. Then I went down to the Ministry of the Attorney General in Toronto. And for the last 5 years in Toronto, I was the Deputy Attorney General for Ontario.
So what do you see that's wrong with this new bill?
Well, the emphasis is in the wrong place, because what we have to do is make sentencing rehabilitative, not just for punishment. And the problem that I see happening is that we're bringing in minimum sentences. We're trying to get longer sentences. At the same time, many of our jails have had the rehabilitative part taken out. The greatest hope in dealing with an offender is that you can get them into a program that will get them into a better lifestyle when they come out of jail. So minimum sentences are not a good idea. You should leave it up to the judge and to the court to decide the appropriate sentence for that offender.
We're in agreement with the Canadian Bar Association, which has put out a report called 10 Reasons to Oppose the Bill. It's going to be very expensive. It costs $100,000 a year to incarcerate someone. With the minimum mandatory sentences that the bill is proposing, more people will be going to jail for longer periods of time. For even nonviolent crime. So this is going to cost taxpayers billions of dollars. $3 billion over a 5-year period. Where's that money going to come from? It hasn't been budgeted so far.
Texas has done a lot of learning in this area. They've been down this road way before us, and they've seen how expensive it is and how much damage it does to people's lives. And I think it's really important that we Canadians stand up as Canadians and we address the real causes of crime. You know, it's poverty, it's people who don't have opportunities, it's child poverty, and lack of jobs. And we need a judicial system and a prison system that really helps people reform and come out to be productive citizens rather than trying to punish them into, well, I'm not sure what, oblivion?
I've talked to the chief of police. I've talked to corrections officers. I've talked to prosecutors. I've talked to probation officers, and they all have said this is the wrong way to go. We've had Americans from Texas, and Texas is the state that, of course, has the reputation for throwing everybody in jail. They've said and acknowledged they made a mistake. They've come to Canada and explained to us, and I'm talking jurists again and judges and prosecutors, and said, don't make the same mistake that we made. Newt Gingrich, who was one of the architects of the penal system in the United States, came out in the spring of this year and acknowledged they had made a mistake. So, you know, Mr. Harper likes to create this dichotomy of either being tough on crime or soft on crime. Well, that's not the dichotomy. Okay, that's just a lingo that he's thought up to make himself look good. What the dichotomy really is being smart on crime or dumb on crime. And right now, he's being dumb on crime.